5 years. If you follow me on Instagram, I always tell them about my grandma. She had such an impact on my mom, and my mom has that impact too. And that's why when I was praying, I said that the impact that I was
just a picture. Let me hold this. Let me.
You guys understand? There's something about impact. If my grandma knew what she was doing there, that even me and my own grandchild do what I'm doing today. It's amazing. How, it works. So, they're still pressing this thing. This is not working. Going to buy something. You want to have it's still coming up. Alright. So, before it comes up, I want to tell you guys something. My grandma had these 10 children. And guess what? She cooked for those 10 children every day. I don't cook for them. Breakfast, lunch, and all of them went to school. It wasn't those days I didn't go to school. Actually, she worked so hard and made so much money as a woman that she made sure that her kids must go to school. So she cooked breakfast, lunch, and dinner. She's not there. She brought her women to stay with her and learn how to run her home. How she run her home. They would take it and run their own things like that. But what she was doing, she was running businesses. She was doing so many other things. The thing is this, today many of us don't have the same number of kids, right? But you know what that was doing to her? Or the women of those days then, they were managers. Food manager, kitchen manager, servicing the husband manager. What are the people like this? You will pay your attention in the night to go and answer to open here, small. Only you. I mean, you want to teach a woman in those days, and she didn't break. She didn't break. And today, women are having 2, 3 children. What that means is 10 minus 3 is what? You can win 7 more things on already and on use. You understand? There's something within here. You're going to reach me. Reach me because of what is your mind. Okay, let's get it. Like now they read it. It's not working for the mind to be going in my mouth. You can't tell me you can hear me. Yeah, okay, alright? So this representation is still not true. So, one, the evolution. Has somebody put a slide on the evolution? The evolution. I want a slide on the evolution, on how the woman has transited. Okay, so what's going to happen is I'll have to use my phone, right? This makes sense, but that means I can't look more at the faces, I have to look more at my phone so I don't forget anything that I need to tell, right? So let's just move right into it. Now, when you have 2 kids, have 3 kids, what are those 6 other things, 8 other things you're doing with your hands? I'm asking you, what are those other things you're doing? But even with those 2 kids, many of us are struggling to achieve, so why? Why? What's your problem? I'm coming from a place of love. I want you to tell me what's the problem. What are you experiencing? I want to help you. And so now, we're in the 21st century, and women want to be at work. And equal rights, equality, right? But remember, what we are also trying to do that, which is a good thing. We can't let other things fail. The society will say you were not there. So we must create that equal balance. That's why I'm here. I want to talk to you. People that follow me, so it's hard to do all these things you do. Say you're walking out, it's where you're working out the house. My house, I do all okay. You know what I mean? I just go around, I just go walk, meanings. I create the content, I do the content, I put date with my husband, I take my kids on a date. I'm so intentional. And that morning too, I was late. But how do I do it? In church, I'm a full worker. I join my prayer meetings. How am I doing it? When you want to relax, I'm taking care of you. You will relax, it's God that will take care of you. There's no one here that can take care of you. Your husband cannot take care of you. I mean, I'm not saying I can't take care of you, so I said I can. I mean, why put that burden on a man when you can do it for yourself? So, I'm going to tell you guys this story, okay? I've shared the story a couple of times in live video. Let's imagine a woman called Ada is married to a man called Emeka and Igbo, so it's natural for me to gravitate to those things, okay? And so let's say they're married, and it looks like they're happily married. And then, one day, this man tells his village people that he's not married again. You know, you have to tell you. It's not like a movie. I don't know how the story is in my head. It's absolute sense. He tells his village people, I am not married. Guess what? The village people that you don't like to now arrive in your house. You now say, hey, even if I don't like to, you keep my she's away. No, arrive. See all of them like this people. And that shift. We heard that our son is not happy with you. So, we think we need to get another wife. Have you? Then you be crying. Not you. The adult. Not you. Not you. Not. But if you put yourself in the clothes, okay? Then you be crying.
Can you just try to just okay, no. This light is turning now. Affecting the eyes.
And nobody is listening to you. Just listen to this story. There is something problem. My elders, I honor you. You say your mind, I beg, and nobody wants to listen to me. No problem. I will go. And I wish you the best. But before I go, please stand up, please shake my knee by. Now, what? There was an answer that I'm going to the dispenser, so that before you leave the dispenser, let me by. Hello, come out. After giving you, please, back on the door, you can see it's me that I want. Yeah, I'm pressing TSTV like this. Please, excuse me, sir, could you please put it up? Yeah, all of a sudden, we know that we can talk this thing up. We don't know about that. Why are you talking about it? What are you doing to it? So who is in this story? It's Ada. Ada is not here. But Ada writes me in my DM. DM means messaging on Instagram. There's so many Ada that writes me. And if you know that posting on Instagram, come with your husband and me. She said, I'm going to take me back to our house. My parents' house. I said, what did you do? We don't have any money to buy the child biscuits for school. So the money I was just saving for 2,000 I bought biscuits and Amazon. He's angry that I used money that I didn't give him to buy a child snack. She's on Instagram. She has a smartphone. And she can find my phone number. And she can call me. Who is that guy here? There's not that tell me. No, I don't expect you to be so good. But I want to convict your heart. Why? Why are you doing this to yourself? Do you know that you're a woman that carries children in her womb? The way God created the universe is the way He did it to breast children. And you say that about your children. Why are you rude? Because you will not put your legs and do something about reviving the life of your generation. Then So who is Ada? Ada just want to be Ada. When you begin to understand the implications of the decisions you make now and your generation unborn, you will understand that you can start today and write a story. And only 20, 30 years from now to be a beautiful story. It may not be written in your time, but you see it in your seed. Many people that knew my mom when she was just as young as me, they used to say, well, but this first slide, I don't know. I've got very ready. Alright, what's current evolution? Current evolution. You know, people that knew my mom when she was in her prime, so I'm talking like her 30s, 40s, they always tell my mom, based on them being on social media now and their children, that work she didn't complete, that I'm doing it. The only things that, you know, people are talking about work, you will so want to see this, but what I'm saying is, even without social media, what I'm doing now is what she did then. The difference is now that it's digitalized, and God wants that story that needs to be told to many other women to move, and do this and do that. He wants that story to continue because many women need it. We can't be looking for seats at the table with men, and yet we can't even run 10 projects at the same time. But guess what? You're not going to be the one to run all the projects by yourself. And that's why there are people you employ to focus on your weaknesses, and then you focus on your strengths. Is Bibi doing all the job? You think Bibi is the one doing all the sewing in her company? No, tell me. But you think she's one cutting? No, she can't be here, and the president's wife is going to be me. How? Is it possible? I mean, come on, it's not possible. But you're the brainchild. I insist that my company is running. Like that is allowed. No, not really like that. Like strategy and stuff like that, paperwork. But what I'm saying is, if you begin to see yourself as the person you need to revolve around, it can't work. Even in my house, when I cook all the cooking, you think I'm not about all the onions, I'm about all the pepper, but I'm the one that will cook that food and for my husband. Nobody's doing that work except me. And that's how if you want to order your food, that's fine. Do you understand where I'm coming from? So some things I know I can order, some things I know I need to cook. Okay? Do you get where I'm coming from? So I'm just trying to show you guys that you can actually juggle so many things at the same time. But not to the detriment of your health. You need to also take money. Right? So now, how about this? Now, you need to understand that as we all evolve from the woman that was, you know, in the kitchen and all of that, that's the same way jobs have evolved. Do you guys understand? There's no longer engineer, doctor. Do you understand where I'm coming from? What else? Lawyer, what else? Architect, accountant. The jobs are what? Evolving. Veteran roles are coming up. Right? What that means is, even if you didn't go to school to study those big courses, what can you do from your phone and make money? Most of the money I've made this year, I didn't spend it for this mobile device changed my life. This thing called mobile device changed my life. My first business on Instagram, because I'm a fashionista, I love to buy clothes and wear beautiful, and I get bored easily. That's new, and this issue is the same. So I said, okay, well, let me just take my phone aside and sell these items. And this was about 5 minutes ago. I just posted it on Instagram, put a low price. They bought it. I was like, they bought it. And I wasn't showing my face. Nobody knew me. Nobody knew me. We're talking like 5 years plus ago. Nobody knew me. I went to my husband's country. Hello? But the shares are around, right? This one is trivial. You know, I took my husband and you know what? I put it on Instagram and he sold. And before I knew it, someone called me from the UPS and she saw that I was selling things and she wanted to know if I could sell some things that she's a personal shopper. I said, hey, and I had a 9-to-5 job. Right? And so I was like, what? By the time I finished selling those clothes for her, the amount of money I made was more than my salary. I said, 2-3 months, I'm done with this thing. And I'll come back, I'll put the mannequin nobody knew who owned this business. My face was not there, so it's not like I was saying fine girl, the way her English sounded, nothing like that. I will carry my baby on my back, and I'll take pictures like one by myself and out of the house. If they want to say my dress my dispatch, that business is existing today, and there's no part of the world people don't sell items from to sell for them. Although means I started putting up my face, you guys get where I'm coming from. But guess what? It's value. Remember when they talked about value? There are so many women like me, they just like to wear clothes. But there are also so many women that cannot afford the price of these clothes. But if I put it on the very low price, they'll buy it. That's what I do. And then after that, I said, you know what? People buy from you, I said, how do I wait? Please tell me now. Just explain. I can wear the black. I can also wear the green. I said, then they look at me and say, just like a baby. How do you look like this? He said, probably like that. They found me and said, why did you keep your children? How do you small boy? I said, no. And that was why I met my personal friend. And that brand, what I do is inspire women to look good, feel good, be confident, and live their best lives. Because it's possible. All these things that I look like our problems, it will never change. Even if it's your husband that is the problem, it will not change. We'll see get to that. It will not change his mind. I hear it. It won't even change the devil's mindset. That can't be like, you know, let me just give you 6 months to leave, I'll come back after. No! Take your business! How can we have fasted before? I'm a Christian, the Bible says, when you're fasting, put on oil, comb your hair. What is God saying? Don't look like your problems. Are you getting? So the problem will continue to look good, and I'll tell you why you need to look good. I'll tell you why. So people like this one is a motivational word speaker. I'll tell you why you need to look good. So I want to be focused on some core areas. Let's go back to core areas. We're going to focus on some core areas that I want you as a woman to pay attention to, because we're not going to be chasing money and forgetting other things. So these core areas, number one, we're going to be looking at family. We're going to be looking at family. We're going to be looking at the whole front. We're going to be looking at self-care. We're going to be looking at health and fitness. We're going to be looking at finance. We're going to be looking at fashion, and then spirituality. Okay? So let's go to finance. You remember that Ada and the Emeka story I told you? You see what money meant? You'll be talking nonsense. Do you know many women, the nonsense in shops that has produced many global months of before, not now, it's because of this whole finance. The woman wasn't doing much. Are you guys getting me? She wasn't doing much. So it brought her bills naturally, because he's not seeing her as value. He's not seeing her as what? Value. Your husband should be before they say hello, baby.
Hello.
Say something like, I'm thank you for people here.
Hello.
Just fine, I'm meeting the president of, and just say, let's see. After I bring these ideas, number one, tell him this, number two, tell him that, number three, tell him that, number four, tell him that. How can you want to establish? You're irreplaceable. You have to pray. You have to what? To pray. I don't know why they say, go by accountants again, and this is no listening to accountants and engineers and doctors who, even me, see all the things I studied, that might change up. Do you get where I'm coming from? I'm just trying to tell you, there's so many other jobs that you will expose your mind. You will bring value. You will not open your mouth and give value and not see intelligence come out of your mouth. You speak. What is it? Everything will just stand in relation together. Sweet. Because I can't place it, but there's something. I can't believe it's just something. So right now, I want to be seeing my slides. Yeah, see my face here, just my slides. I want them to be, some of them are writing. Let them be seeing it, okay? So, you get respect by providing. You have to stay in a place of value and not liability. How do you get liabilities? You want pants? Daddy, please give me money for pants. Is your husband calling daddy? Is your husband calling daddy? You're not going to speak for your husband daddy. You calling daddy? What you call him? Daddy baby. Yeah? Daddy, I want money for sanitary towel. You guys are thinking this is a joke. Let me tell you a story. The lady that made this my suit, I had an appointment with her last week. And while we're talking, I have such a passion to make women understand that we are so much more than what is hate and nonsense we do. You can achieve. And while we're talking, because I'm passionate about it, anywhere I find myself, I talk about it. And she told me that one of her close friends doesn't even have charger for her phone. married man that has just so when you try to go to my neighbors, please help me get this like this. Help me try, I'll come back and see this, yeah? These women are women like you, so we are here for point. You know they went to see me better there. Am I lying? Because you were very the right thing. So why do you want to give me a liability? Your kids want to go to school, they will go to school with no provision. Now when they go to school, they will take some kind of provisions because that's the thing we talk about. If you have something about what time they're doing sufficient provisions, now when they place your company into disgrace. Well, no, the person how long do you want to go regardless? I mean, come on! We can't do this. We need to stop it. She must find first to that little woman to give her how much 10,000 and how much is 10,000. Because this thing this man offer should do you, but you made that one realize it's nothing like you. And you said everything. You said everything that God has so blessed you with just to for so sorry. Just to collect 100,000. How much is 100,000? You said how much is it? Okay, how many dollars is it? Sorry how it goes, I'll keep saying it. Do you see what I'm coming from?
It's too white.
But if you do better, your children can say, my mom could achieve this. They aspire higher. That's what my grandma did. And my mom did. And I did. And I'm talking like this will be the least I've ever found. Why? Because when I'm giving that to more, God's going to give me more. When you're not giving that to more, you expect more. So if God is giving more, expecting. So why are you doing your own? What are you doing? How do you know more? I mean, I didn't bring back my own thing. You bring back, okay, your friend, you have 6,000 to buy something. She might get 6 naira change. She didn't give you 6 naira change. You will give her 6,000 again. But after you get 50,000, you will say, what you do? This is change 50 naira. Then this is in such a next time, what you can give the person 100,000 naira. And that's how God is. Time. I hope you finance and your brain not telling you what I want you to do. Because I'm not financing you. For that time, it's like a it's like inside of one side and this back side. I should continue the talk. I should continue the finance. That's when you should have another thing. I should continue the presentation, not finance. Because when you begin, like I said, you begin to understand the generational implication of you not doing more with your hands, you get up. A good name is better than silver or gold. You can't buy a good name. You can't, so when you can't buy this or gold, you can never, like how many $1 million? You can never. So let's go to family time. So, you see this thing called family time, you must be very, very intentional. Hello, sure, let me ask you a question. Why not you go on a date with your husband? Just raise up your full chest. And you just want to call your husband and verify. Raise your hand up. Let me stand here so I can see everybody very well. In the past 2 weeks, you see?
Funny maybe.
Yes, the one that used to woo you and collected, that's what I'm talking about. In the past 2 weeks, you got on a date with your husband. No! Okay. See, no husband, raise up your hand. May God grant you desires of your heart. Find good husbands. And you when you go, you be a good wife. So those that are married, raise up your hand.
See, you're blocking.
Those that are married, so how to get somebody like this? If you are married, raise up your hand now. Show you. Are you single? Okay, if it's like this, and they're not like this. Now, if you go on a date with your husband, you have to be praying down your hand. Down. So the rest of you now, You know that thing your husband told me and you agreed to marry him. You know that thing Abi? You know you did it once and you agreed. No, doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it. I think not. I think Abi. This is the only one that is out. You must be something consistently Abi. Martin. What made you agree to marry your husband? Tell me. Before you loved him, he was doing some things that made you not start coming out that day. Because as women,
No.
you just thought man loved him and that was it.
We now got married.
And then when you married, how he loved you?
Said you married, the love now continue.
Continue. Do you know you sustain love? Do you know you sustain love? Let me tell you something. Before your husband married you, I don't have that all like me now. Like no. I know it's like you again. But so you know before you married you, so since he was doing, he was just catching your head. You just want your friend and me, this guy, oh my God. You don't get me. I mean, I know I don't want you that. So you say that where you married? Then you got married. You thought life would be easy like that. And that's reality. What happens? The children come in and your job is over. But guess what? You were once a child, you grew and left. Your children are going to grow and water. So you and your husband are looking at each other like this. Baby, how far? There's no baby, that is that. That is it. That is it. But let me tell you guys something. You have to be intentional. We're going to spend time with your spouse. And sometimes when I say these things on my page, people be asking, oh, please don't have the money. And let me give you an example. You see this chair you're sitting on? Somebody manufactured this chair. When the person was manufacturing this chair, the person talked about this hall. What about the number of chairs that can be in this hall? Then talk about the design in this hall. That is the way God looked and said, there is somebody that I want. When the person comes to this world, this is what the person will do. You have a purpose on this earth. So this chair is to serve as a conference hall chair. This is not the time they put in offices and you sit down with your desk, right? So you see this chair has its own purpose. You see the color is blue to match the wall. There's a purpose. So you too, before God sends you on earth, he has a purpose for you. Because you are not looking, but why is this person? Why is this looking like that? Something like that? No, because you're not me and you have your kids. Why? God sends you to your own. Find your own. How do you know fashion design? Fashion design is something like that. Are you just not coming from? I'm not just come and make it out there. We all have our different strengths. What is the one God gave you? Go and ask God, He will tell you. You cannot educate as a wife, as a mom, without God. You need a personal relationship with God. Me, I said I don't want to people like following my page. I am nothing, absolutely nothing without the Creator. Absolutely nothing. I said I want this God. I'll do things people will like, this one. You know my goodness. You don't know. He just is God. And when He comes, He's different. He converts. I told the man I was telling people about, I said, the extra issues my face was full. I didn't sell my class. That's how much we have in one people like that. I'll sleep, I'll get one. This is the most I've ever sold on the wedding. Because God. But some meeting is by the power of your mind. So you want to be creating. So this person needs this thing has. You know your own purpose. Let God exalt you in your own place, in your own niche. So it's not be hard for you. Because when you keep coming, that person you're coming from, the day you don't see what they're doing, you don't go. Because it depends on that person to be like high. But when you're in your place of existence, I can teach you these things without my slides because I'm in my niche. This is me. I can do these things without money. What can you do without money? house. Okay, single ones, when I bring my husband, I know I say single. Yes, I started praying for my husband since I was 17. Before I ever knew who he ever be. Whether he was intelligent, whether he would talk, whether he would sleep, whether he would talk about his but I was praying for the man that God has called me to marry. That destiny will never be aborted. That he will give me a man that will allow me to do my purpose on this earth. Not only that, because it's not that you will read your life. You will go to this school, you are putting it on everyone will be back and crying with you. Which cry? Cry. You need to understand, it's not this thing about this surface level. This thing not about this thing we are talking about and this spirituality, it is real as it is. I think it's where I'm coming from. You must be very intentional. You see, we pray for your children. Pray for the character of your children. You know, so I can pray. My children will be obedient. My children will be well behaved. My children will give birth to homes. My children will die with kids and wings. Sing it. Speak over your husband. You make that quiet. You're very quiet on people. So to never and put your hope on God. And you get people around getting you. Let me fast and pray. My Muslim sisters and gentlemen, they even fast and pray. Say, you right? When you say because his man blends, his man is not fast and pray, don't fast and pray. Ask them. When you fast and pray, you unlock a new dimension. I said you unlock a new dimension. I am telling you that. Go and try that one and tell me. Because I tell you something that you put my knees on the ground will not be tainted. Because you see life as very fickle. You think you can go through this life without the manufacturer that made you. Can you buy a fridge? Sense fridge, you know out of the mind and not settle that fridge? Can you? Can you go to IKEA and buy a table and you know out of the mind how to settle that dining table? How do you think you can go through like whatever? How? Because the husband cannot. So you raise that over you. The same thing I'm here. I'm here and practicing from today. It's not when you grow up and you like me, the enemy said, I thought I would have married like I'm like, I'm married, no, it's so married. It's my woman that I'm waiting for you. So just start so that it's not a problem to continue. Alright? So if anything like that, there's absolutely nothing like that. But there's intentionality around it. Alright? There's intentionality around it. So the things that have remaining after this, they are kind of like a recap of everything I've spoken. I don't think there's any reason to kind of like go through each and every one of them again because I think I've spoken for about 45 minutes, right? But I pray that everything I've spoken today will change you for good. That you will begin to see yourself the way God sees you. That you will wake up every day and you will not look at yourself with yourself. The big ties, the fat face, the eyebrows, just look beautiful. Come out, face your problems head on. Because you know God, God has told you about it and something else. Because you're my God, and you're not going to be shit. And then you go wash your hands, please. And God will multiply the works of your hands. Because when your diligence is God, He will give you a reward. The things that I've told you today, I want to be able to see your children 20 years from now. And I'll be proud of you and be proud of your children. I don't want you to fall by the roadside. I don't want you to. We got little kids that we want to share these things. So we will not lose people to the evil trends of this world. To all these agendas that keep propagating. And we will have our own units. And it's with them, we will make that money. And we will raise our children in the way of God. And we will look beautiful. We will look front. We will live our best lives. We will enjoy our independence. Amen.